Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. In this video, we are going to learn how to send follow-up email for positive reply using OpenAI. Let's suppose I have recently launched a new product and I've asked my customers to send feedback for that product through email. And now I want that as soon as a customer is going to send a positive feedback for the product, I want to reply the same customer with thank you email. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to integrate all these applications, and that we are going to do with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now here we have email parser in our trigger, through which we are going to fetch out the details from our Gmail account, and then we have OpenAI, through which we are going to check whether the email is positive or negative, and at last we have Gmail, through which we are going to send the reply email to the customers. And we are going to connect all of them by using Pabbly Connect in order to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn that how can we automatically create a professional follow-up for emails by using OpenAI. Now let's suppose I have recently launched a new product for which I am asking feedbacks from my customers through email. And now I want that as soon as a person is going to send a positive feedback through email, I automatically want to send a follow-up email for thanking them for feedback. So here I am going to create this automation without any coding or programming skills by setting up a simple integration between Gmail and OpenAI, and that I am going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach directly by tapping pabbly.com/connect. When we will reach here, we can find two options: sign in and sign up for free. But if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, I'm directly clicking on sign in, and this is the all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And as we do that, it is going to take us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now here on the dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created, and we can also create folders here to save our workflows. Okay, in order to create a new workflow, we are going to click on this create workflow option. So let's do that. And here a dialog box will appear in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Send follow-up emails for positive replies using OpenAI. And after giving the name, we can also select the folder in which we want to save the workflow. So from the drop down, I'm going to select this test integration folder, and now we will click on create. As we do that, we can find that two windows are open in front of us: trigger and action. What are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts or the two main principles on which the automation runs. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is a response towards our trigger. Whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Now let's suppose in order to capture the email, we are using email parser over here in our trigger, and we are using OpenAI in our action, and we want that as soon as a new email will be captured through Gmail by using email parser, automatically a reply should be generated for that same email by using OpenAI. Here we can find that our action is the response towards our trigger, because when the trigger happens, that means when the email is captured, then only the response is generated by using OpenAI, otherwise not. Okay, so after understanding this concept, let's start creating this workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application. And now, in order to capture the email through my Gmail account, I am going to use email parser, which is a feature by Pabbly, which allows us to capture all the email responses in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so it has provided us with an email hook. We are going to attach this email hook in our Gmail account, and after that, automatically all the new emails will be forwarded here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let's copy the email hook, and then I'm going to take you towards my Gmail account. So this is my Gmail account, and here we have to go towards settings section, and then we have to click on this see all settings. After coming here, we have to go towards forwarding and POP/IMAP, and here we need to click on this add a forwarding address, and we will paste the email hook which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Okay, let's click on next. We will click on proceed to forward the emails towards this email hook. Let's click on proceed button. And the confirmation email is sent on the email hook which we have attached over here. So let's go back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we can find that we have received a response, and in this response we have to go and check towards the body text. So this is the body text, and in this text we have received a confirmation link. We will simply copy the link and we will open it in a new tab. And now we need to click on this confirm button to set the confirmation so that all our new emails could be forwarded on this particular email hook. Okay, let's click on confirm button, and now it is saying you may forward the email to this email hook now. Okay, so whenever a new email will be received on our email address, automatically that will be forwarded towards Pabbly Connect now. Okay, we will move further, and now we have to do one more thing. For that, I'm going to take you once again towards my Gmail account, and here we have to enable forwarding a copy of email to this particular email hook. So let's click on this enable button, and we will click on save changes. Okay, done. Now whenever a new email will be received on our Gmail account, automatically the same email response will also be captured here in Pabbly Connect. So we will click on this recapture email parser button, and now it is showing waiting for email parser response. That means we need to do a test submission by sending an email to our Gmail account from another email address. Okay, so I'm going to open a new email address and I will compose a new email. So let me enter my email ID over here. So I have entered the email ID and now I'm going to enter the subject. So here the subject will be feedback on the new product. So a user is going to send the feedback on my new product launch. Okay, and now I'm going to enter the content of the email. Hello, the new product is really good and it is useful for me. So this is the positive feedback which I am sending from the user's ID towards my email address. Okay, so let me click on send and the feedback is sent. So let's go and check on our Gmail account. And yes, here the email is received, feedback on the new product. So this is the email. Now I'm going to go back towards Pabbly Connect. And here we can find that as soon as we have received a new email on our Gmail account, the same email is forwarded on Pabbly Connect also. Okay, and here we have received the response. In the response, we have received the body text of the email. That is, hello, the new product is really good and it is useful for me. Thanks. So this is a feedback on the product. Okay, so now my objective is that whenever I will receive a positive feedback from a user for my product launch, I want to send a follow back email to them for thanking them about the feedback. So in order to do that, we will move further in this workflow. But here, before moving forward, I want to set a condition. As we all know that we receive multiple emails on our email address every day. And in this workflow, we do not require each and every email. I only want to send the reply mail to the users. I only want to send the reply mails for the emails which are related to the product feedback, otherwise not. So here we only want to use the email which are related to the feedback for the product. For that, we are going to set a condition over here by using filter. So let's move towards our action step, and in our action application, we are going to select filter. Filter is a feature by Pabbly that allows us to set the conditions in our workflow according to the requirements. Okay, we will select our action event as filter values and we will click on connect. Now we are going to set a condition over here that only if the email is related to the feedback of the product, then this workflow should continue, otherwise not. So we are going to set the conditions by using the subject of the email. So in the label, I'm going to enter subject over here, and we have already received all the details related to the body text as well as the subject from our earlier response, that is from email parser response. We will simply map the subject from that response. So I'm going to search for the subject. This is subject feedback on new product. I will map it, and I want to set the condition that if this subject will contain, so the filter type will be contains the word feedback, then the workflow should continue, otherwise not. So the condition is that if the subject contains feedback word in it, then the workflow should continue. Let's click on save and send test request button to check this condition. And here our condition is true because this particular subject already contains the word feedback. Okay, but in case if the subject will not contain the word feedback, then this workflow is not going to continue further. In the same manner, for whatever reason you are creating the follow-up emails, you can set the conditions according to your requirement. You can use subject or even the body text in your label for setting the conditions. And in the values for your filter, you can use or type certain words which must be there in your emails for running the condition successfully. Okay, now after the condition is true, we will move forward and we will click on this add action step button to create one more action step over here. And now my next action step here will be to check whether the received response, that whether the received email is positive or not. So for that, I'm going to use OpenAI over here. In the action application, let me search OpenAI. And with the help of OpenAI, I'm going to check whether the received response, whether the received email is positive or not. Because I only want to send the reply emails for the positive feedbacks and not for negative ones. Okay, so in the action event, I'm going to select ChatGPT. I want to check the email with the help of ChatGPT. Let's click on connect. And because I've already built the connection with my OpenAI account, I'm going to go with my existing connection. In order to build a new connection, you need to click on this add new connection button, and then you have to provide a token. For finding the token, first of all, you need to log into your OpenAI application, and then you have to click on this hyperlink. When you will do that, it is going to take you towards the API key page of your OpenAI account, and from there you can generate your API key and paste it over here. Okay, so now let me click on this existing connection and we will click on save. And as we have done that, our OpenAI account is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now it is asking us to select the model by using what model you want to generate the content. Here I am going to use ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo model. Okay, and now we will move forward towards the prompt section. Prompt is very important step. It is the command which we need to provide to ChatGPT that what we want it to do for us. Here my objective is that ChatGPT should tell me that whether the required statement is positive or negative. Okay, so here my prompt will be, tell me if the statement is positive or negative. Okay, so this will be my prompt, and now I'm going to enter the statement which we want to check. So here I want to check the body text of the email which we have already received, and that we have already received in our earlier response, that is from email parser response. Therefore, we will simply map the body text over here. What is mapping? Mapping is inserting data from previous step. Here our previous step is given, and here are all the details. So we will simply map the data by searching. So I want body text. So this is the body text of the email. Hello, the new product is really good and it is useful for me. Thanks. I will simply map it. And now because I have mapped this statement, it has become dynamic and it is going to change with each and every response. So now whenever we are going to receive a new email and the workflow is going to run in real time, automatically in this field, the body text of that email will get replaced and a new body of that new email will come here in place of this particular body text. But in case if we will enter it manually by copy and pasting, then it will become static and then it is not going to change with each and every response. Therefore, in order to automate the entire process, we use mapping. Okay, let's click on save and send test request button and let's see what ChatGPT says. And here we can find that it has already generated the content and it is saying that the statement is positive. So because the statement is positive, now I want to move forward and I want to send a positive reply to the user. For that also we are going to set a condition over here by applying filter. Let's click on this add action step button. And the condition will be that if the response from ChatGPT comes positive, then only I want to run this workflow further, otherwise not. So once again, I will select filter and the action event will be filter values. We will click on connect. And now here in the place of label, I'm going to select the response which we have recently generated by using ChatGPT. So this is the response. The statement is positive. Okay, so I have selected the response and now I'm going to select the filter type which will be contains. And here I'm going to enter positive. So here my condition is that if the response from ChatGPT will contains positive word in it, then the workflow should continue, otherwise not. Let's click on save and send test request button and check the condition and it is true. But in case if the response will contain negative word in it, then the workflow will automatically get stopped over here. Okay, now as our condition is true, we will move further and we are going to send a reply to the user. Let's click on this add action step button to add one more action step over here. Now here if you want to generate email also with ChatGPT, you can use OpenAI for generating the positive thank you emails for your users. But here because I want to send the same email to each and every person, I'm directly going to type it manually. Okay, so here I'm going to select my action application directly as Gmail. And now the action event will be to send email, of course. Let's click on connect. And because I've already built the connection with my Gmail account, I'm going to go with existing connection. In order to build a new connection, you need to click on this add new connection button. We will click on save and now Gmail account is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So we will move further. And the next thing it is asking us is the recipient email address. On what email address you want to send the email. Here my objective is to send the email to the user or the customer who has submitted the positive feedback through email. So I will simply map the email address of that user over here. And we have already received the email address here. I will simply map that email address over here. Okay. Done. This is the email address. Now we will move further and the next is the sender name. Through what name you want to send the email. Here I want to send the email through the name as, let's say, Pabbly. So I'm going to enter the sender name as Pabbly. And because I have entered it manually, it is not going to change with each and every response. It will be same every time. Now the next is the email subject. With what subject you want to send the email. So the subject of my email will be, thank you for your positive feedback. This will be the subject line of the email. And once again, because I have entered it manually, it is going to be same with each and every response. Okay. The next is the email content type, which will be plain. And now we are going to enter the content for the email. Okay, so here the content will be dear, and in place of name of the user, I'm simply going to map the name from my previous response. Dear Ashira, thank you for reaching out and taking the time to share your positive feedback. It means a lot to us. We are thrilled to hear that you find our product useful. Your kind words serve as a motivation for us to continue delivering value solution for our customers. If you have any suggestion or further feedback, please feel free to let us know. We are always looking for ways to enhance our product and ensure it meets your needs. Once again, thank you for your support. We truly appreciate it. Regards, Team Pabbly. Okay. So this will be the body of the email which I want to send to the user. If you have generated the content of the email by using ChatGPT, you can simply map the content over here in this place, in the place of email content. Okay. The next is the file name. If you want to attach a particular image or a file along with this email, you can also enter the name of the file over here in this field and the attachment URL here in this field. Okay. Now we will click on save and send test request button. and we can find that here we have received the response. In the response, we have received the status that is sent. That means the email is sent on the email ID which we have mapped over there. Okay, so let's go and check on the Gmail account. And yes, here we can find that we have received the email with the name as Pabbly. Let me open it and show you. And this is the same email which we have entered in the workflow. Okay, so this means that our workflow is running perfectly fine. Now let us check this workflow once again. I'm going to send one more email with another email address on my Gmail account, and that will be this time negative. And we will see that because the response will be negative, we will not receive any follow-up email. Okay, so let me compose another email. So this is another email. Hello, I didn't like the product. Thanks. Let me send it. So this is a negative feedback. And now I will go and check on my Gmail account. Here I've already received the email feedback for the product. This is a negative feedback. Hello, I didn't like the product. And here we can find that we have not received any follow-up email. This means that our workflow is running perfectly fine. We will go back towards Pabbly Connect and we will summarize what we have done here in this workflow. So we have taken 5 simple steps, trigger and 4 actions. In trigger, we have taken email parser, and in action, we have taken filter by Pabbly, OpenAI as well as Gmail. And we have connected all of them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new email will be received on our Gmail account, which will be related to the feedback on our product, then automatically a follow-up email will be sent to the user who has sent the email, but only if the feedback will be positive, otherwise not. Okay, here I have not generated the email content by using OpenAI. If you want, you can definitely use it in order to generate the content for the email also. Okay, so in the same manner, you can set the automation for follow-up emails. Whenever you will receive a positive email, you can send the reply for that email automatically without any manual efforts. So this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can directly reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our videos and subscribe our channel to learn more such automations.